staring at me, and I thought it was Bambi. Off it goes. It looks quite young. This is a really creepy start to this episode, isn't it? I honestly thought that was a CGI Bambi staring at me. But it's a real deer. It's gone now. So welcome to Unlocking Landscapes. And as ever, it's Daniel Greenwood here. And I am down in a gully in the Weald of West Sussex. A very dry stream in front of me, which is usually running with water in the winter time. But yeah, the reason I'm here is not for deer. There's plenty of them around, but I've not really had an encounter like that with one here before. Whew, there's something spooky about it. But I'm actually here to see if I can find any fungi, any summer mushrooms. And it's been a very dry period indeed. Perhaps the driest spring on record in some parts of England for over 100 years. I'm getting a warning that my battery is low, so I'm going to have to be very quick about this. This is going to be a quick episode. It was full when I checked it just before. No, that's good. It's quite windy today. There was a lot of rain this morning. I don't think it's going to have done too much in terms of bringing mushrooms out, bringing fungi out. They often respond to rain. They need moisture to produce fruiting bodies. That's a whole nother conversation. But it has been really dry. The woods are really dry, but you just never know what you might find at this time of year. Just to say, with my voice, I had COVID a month ago and I've just got a cold, which I'm just getting over, so I have a bit of a cough, so my voice is a bit funny. So yeah, hope you'll let me go on that one. But anyway, let's quickly go and see what we can find before my recording device dies. Okay, let's do this. I'm just walking up the hill. Now this is a place I come to in the autumn months, and I'm not saying exactly where it is because, you know, people can get wind of these things and then come here en masse and take stuff. I've seen people taking huge numbers of mushrooms from here, but not any of those gangs that people describe. There's a few fire sites here, which isn't great to see. Logs being burnt and stuff, plastic. But yeah, I haven't seen any mushrooms yet. Let's keep going. Now I've come to a very damp place where there is some water flow. Not like a flowing stream, but there is water. That can be a good place to find fungi because it means the water gets into the soil and feeds the mycelium that will produce the fungus. There's a few dead stumps. Again, I've gone uphill, so I'm a little bit out of breath. I think you know what COVID does to the lungs. It's looking quite mossy in places, some ferns coming up. Oh, there is something. A nice dog poo bag, even here. I mean, who does this? Pick it up, take it home. Take responsibility. It's just littering. Anyway, enough of that. Let's carry on. Oh, it's beautiful, by the way. The light, stunning. Really lovely evening. And I have found something, as I said I might do, on some dead wood here. There's some old little polypore mushrooms, so you may know of turkey tail. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's very windy up here. So the trees are swaying. You can hear the birch leaves rustling, beech leaves. It's birch, beech, oak, pine up here. Some holly in the understory. But down on the ground, there's some what looks like turkey tail, very desiccated, dried out. There really hasn't been enough rain for these mushrooms to be looking their best, or fungi to be looking their best. But yeah, let's keep on looking, keep going. I've come to a really windy part now, but I'm in an area of ancient woodland, and I know that because this is where there's some bluebells growing, and I've found other plants here before that indicate it's very old woodland. There's wood sage, which is a kind of looks like sage in a way. Is that yellow pimpernel maybe? Maybe not. But yeah, ancient woodlands are good places to find fungi because they're consistent. They've been wooded for at least 400 years, probably over 1,000 in many places in the Sussex Weald. Ooh, windy. Seen some betony, which is a nice plant growing. Quite a bit around here. Used to be used for medicinal purposes. Still, other than that turkey tail, not really seen anything yet, but I will keep looking. But it's still worth looking at this time of year. You might see some boletes, so things like sap, which I know a lot of people want to find this time of year. You might see some rustulas. Common name is brittle gill, and they can be quite colourful. But you never know what you find, so it's worth looking. So yeah. Okay, I'm just passing through some bracken. Oh, don't get my cable caught. Ooh, the holly tree didn't like that. Didn't like me. Okay, I've got a better feeling about this place. There's some moss on the ground. It's looking quite good. Looking quite happy. This is a place, you can hear we're getting higher because it's getting windier, hopefully not messing with the sound too much. But this is a place where I come in the peak period in the autumn and often find things like hedgehogs and the mushroom hedgehog. The mushroom hedgehog, sounds like a hedgehog that eats mushrooms. But also fly agaric, red and white mushroom. But yeah, not seeing anything just yet. Okay, I've come to the highest point. It's all quite heathy now, so it's wooded, but it would have been heathland once, I think. Got pine trees here. Lots of pine trees and bracken. Suggests sort of acidity in the soil. Is there any heather around? You sometimes see it popping up. No. But yeah, it's quite windy. And here we go. It's not a mushroom, but it's a big bracket fungus. Very windy indeed under this beech tree. This is a big bracket growing out of it seems to be going out of a beech tree, but also into half of a dead oak tree that's conjoined to. I'll take a photo and I'll put it on the blog entry for this podcast episode. So this is one I filmed actually last week. Well, this species, it's brown on top and white underneath, and it looks like a kind of tiramisu. You probably wouldn't agree with me if you could see it. You know what it is, but that's all I can reach for right now. And it produces like billions of spores an hour. And last week, when much kind of more settled conditions, I saw it in this woodland chucking out spores, brown spores in the air, and I've got a video of that which I'll also link to so you can see it. But yeah, this is an aggressive root rotter, I think. So it's just doing its thing. It's just breaking the decaying the wood down in the beech tree. This oak tree next to it's already dead. But this one is probably artist's bracket, which gets the name because it's so white, and the underside of it you can do like noughts and crosses, and people like write their names and do the sort of love heart with an arrow through it and people's initials in it. But it's here all year round, so it's consistent, doing its thing, decaying the wood in the trees, bringing some of them down probably through causing catastrophic decline, which is just a technical term. But at least it's something, and so I technically have found a fungus on this fungus walk. So if we don't find anything else, me and Bambi, we found a fungus in July after 3 heat waves and one of the driest springs ever. So imagine what we might find in August. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.